Good morning, everybody from Kodak, Tennessee. Yes, I am home. It was a 30-hour ordeal, but I made it. Today is a new day, and Jedi is getting into the picture. My boys missed me, and I'm so glad to be home. Okay, Jed, out. Go, 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 go. So, were the games a success? Yes, they were. The crowds, the Brazilian people were extremely receptive to the Paralympics when everything we saw in the media here said that they wouldn't be. There's going to be empty stadiums. Well, there were half-empty stadiums during the Olympics. There were also half-empty stadiums, the larger ones, during the Paralympics. But for the most part, the main venues that had like sitting volleyball and swimming and rugby and basketball, wheelchair, even fencing and judo, they were filled to the brim with all kinds of people just cheering and going nuts over every single country, not even picking out one, just marveling at the athletes that were providing the most spectacular sport that they had ever seen. So it did change the opinions there. So the Paralympics, I believe, were a success for Brazil, and not only for me personally. However, with that being said, we had three different media outlets. We had OPS, OIS, and OBS. That was Olympic Photographic Services, Olympic Broadcasting Services, and Olympic Information Services that were almost instantaneously putting out images as quick as they shot them. So what does that do for somebody like me? Well, it scoops me. Unless you're with a team and you're working for a major magazine or a newspaper or let's say a stock photo service, you got scooped. But you all, with your shares and the social media, and this went for a lot of other freelancers and for a lot of independent photojournalists, you helped to make this a success because it filtered out and it let everybody be aware. When I came back home, I kind of hit NBC right away on my DVR, and I went directly to America's Got Talent, because America's Got Talent was, I believe on the 13th, was on a night where we broke 4 Olympic and world records. The Paralympians raced, ran, and broke 4. They were faster than their able-bodied counterparts. Did I see anything on it? No, nothing. But then again, I don't subscribe to NBC News, and I don't subscribe to the Today Show, or DVR them, so I could back it up and go through and see what kind of coverage we had. So it'd be interesting to get some feedback to see, did you all see any of this? It was on MS, or on NBC's Sports Network channel, and I looked, and I had 23 2-hour programs dedicated to the Paralympics. So that was good. I kept scanning for NBC because I just put in Paralympics and hit, record, and I did not see one thing. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in that, and I would have thought that this unprecedented coverage, the 66 hours of coverage versus the Olympics over 6,700 hours of coverage, could have made a possible difference here for the American viewing audience. But again, for everybody that did the GoFundMe, for everybody that supported me, sent me great messages, wanted me to get better when I got this Brazilian bug that I'm still fighting, thank you. Thank you. Personally, this was a success. Financially, I'm still taking a bath, and I need to be creative in how I get my images to respective outlets that are hungry for more, that had not had the access to those organizations that I had mentioned. And I'm looking at gallery options so that I can take some of these great and awesome photos, and I did get some amazing photos to help bring some of that back into my company and some of those personal finances back. But got to let you know this really was, nobody does this, whether you're an independent, a freelancer, even working for a magazine or a small group of journalists dedicated to one sport or one athlete. Nobody does this for a vacation or just to go to take photos. 12 to 16-hour days. The risk of Zika, dengue, personal security and safety, uh, and the long hours and all the editing. Nobody does it just to do it. We do it for the movement. We do it because we know that our athletes need to be noticed and that their stories need to be told, whether it's going to be in written form, journalistically, or in image form, photographically. They, it has to be out there. So um, I'm looking for other ways, and I know I'm running long, and my dogs are looking at me like, "Hey, you got to go get the mail. Let's go." Which I do. I probably have a ton of mail sitting at the post office, but I just wanted to wholeheartedly let you know that for everybody that GoFunded me, um, wished me well, uh, actually shared and liked my photographs, and there was a lot of great feedback from the athletes that I covered, because many of them, of course, I know, and the coaches, asking for my images. So those are slowly going out. Um, Thank you for making this trip possible. Uh, we were successful in providing information and letting people be aware of something that they may not have ever seen before. And this is what is so important to me. It always has been, either as an athlete, as a coach for our wounded military, and as a photojournalist, um, traveling many miles to work many hours to cover many sports, many athletes, um, to ensure that the recognition of these athletes and the awareness of the Paralympic movement goes forward. So I'll give you another update probably later on or tomorrow, with more photographs when I have a little bit more time and I still need to recoup a little bit. Uh, and again, from my heart, thank you. So, peace from Kodak.